Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic Lynette here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited to share the extra items that will be going up in my shop tomorrow on my website to correlate with the new collection, which is called Sprouts of Joy. I'm so excited about this one, you guys. I really am excited to do a spring themed collection. I'm super excited about this collection, and I know that I say that frequently, but this one, I'm not kidding you. I'm super excited. So before I get into all of the extra items that will be up in my shop, I do want to give you guys a little sneak peek of some of the journals. Now, I ended up using a tablecloth, table runner type piece that someone else years and years ago, I could tell it was pretty old, had crocheted all of these flower square, granny square type pieces. They are all different, you guys. I think she was having so much fun creating her little flowers, and they were all different. I mean, some of them are similar, but a lot of times she just went in using different threads, and yeah, they're all super beautiful. All of the colors are very springy, but I wanted to give you a heads up that they're all different, so it's going to be a little bit of a surprise what kind of flower you might get in your collection. But here is a sneak peek of the cover. Here is that lovely paper that I shared with you guys on my channel a week ago. And yeah, I'm just so excited about this collection. So I wanted to give you a little sneak peek of those journals. So before I get into the ephemera packs, I do want to share a couple other items that will be up on the website. First, one of those things are these wallpaper tags. I use wallpaper in the majority of my collections, as most of you already know, and I always have some ends cut that I don't want to be wasteful, you know, so I always save them up. And I had a little bit of extra time this month, so I created these little journaling tags. So these are made out of a file folder base. They have wallpaper on them. They are stitched, and they have tea stain paper. Well, they don't all. I'll show them all to you. But yes, they are backed with paper. So there are 6 of them that are going to be in a set. 2 of them look like this. They are square shaped, rectangular shaped with a zigzag stitch of green thread, and they have tea stain paper on the back. They measure about 4 by 6. I think they're all about 4. Let's see. No, not 4. It is 3 1/4 inch by 6 1/4 inch. So there are 2 of them like this in a set. There is a piece with this wallpaper. There's some green leaves. There might be a touch of some berries on there, and this one has some music paper on the back. So these are a lot of fun because it's the base of something you might collage over, even if you just want to go in and add some tea stain paper to write over the top of, or you want to just do a little collaging on them. And I also didn't punch any holes in case whoever receives these might want to staple some ribbon on instead, so I didn't want to go through and just punch holes in all of the tags either. So there will be a couple with this strawberry wallpaper, and they have tea stain paper on the back with just a machine stitching around them, rounded corners at the top. And then there is this little floral tulip looking cross stitch wallpaper that has some book page on the back of it. So right now there will be a handful of these little tag sets. All right, so a couple other things. These little seed packets are in the collection and most of the kits. I think these are going to be a lot of fun, so I wanted to offer more of them for anyone who might want some in working with their spring collections or whatever it is that they're doing. So there are 10 of them in a set here. I'm also thinking of doing a video playing around with these. I'm super excited. I just think the font is adorable. I love everything about these. 10 pack of these little seed packets. And then you guys, here's some things I've been working on. I do have a handful of these fabric ruffles. This is a vintage fabric that I have in my stash, and it is so lovely. Sorry if you guys can hear the chatter outside my craft room window. Let me see how long these are. I forgot to measure them before I got started here. Just to give you guys an idea, they are about 36, a little over 36 inches. So it has a green zigzag stitch in there, and this is adorable to just add to your stash, use on your journals or on your journal pages in this collection. Very springy. And then a couple other things. I really liked this vintage fabric that I had in my stash, but because of the nature of it, I didn't want to just sew it into a ruffle. So you're going to get about 36 inches of this as well, but it is just a strip of this really pretty pattern with the blue ticking like stripes and then the roses here in the center. What I saved for myself playing around with this fabric was just that tiny little rose strip. Now this is way too, it's almost like the size of a ribbon. I love it. But yeah, this was way too intense to try to iron once you tear the fabric like that and all the threads want to bind together. I only ironed out that one little strip, but here is what that fabric looks like. So it has that little rose strip in there, about 36 inches. It does come paper clipped with this little flower charm, and it is on a wooden spool. So there's that one. There's a handful of those, and then there is this one, also a vintage fabric with this really pretty bright pink rose pattern. These are about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and again about the same length, a little flower charm on a wooden spool. So these will all be up in the shop. And then one more thing before I get into the ephemera packs, there is a springtime Easter themed napkin set. You guys know that I love playing around with these cute little bunnies, and they are so much fun to decoupage with. So let me show you what is in this kit. All right, so we're going to have to count out these napkins together because I can't remember what's in here. But I just created a project with this napkin. It is also in one of the ephemera packs, but I had a few left over, so I included them here. And this napkin has 2 different images on it, which is super cool. So here are 2 baby bunnies laying in the meadow, and then there are these bunnies playing with the butterfly. So, and there are 4 of them all on this napkin. Here is a vintage napkin that I've had in my stash for a little while. I tend to hoard vintage napkins, but I thought, I really need to move some of them along. So as long as I have one, I'm good. So this is a sweet little shower type napkin, and I just think it's adorable. So there's one of those, and unfortunately this one only has the one umbrella, but then there are these sweet little flowers on the other corners of the napkin. There are 2 little floral tissues in here. And I always love it when I sit and play around with these because they're on a white background. So if you want to get really detailed with the flowers, they look beautiful on tags. There are 2 of these He Is Risen napkins. And again, these are another one that only has the image on one side. Otherwise, there is this really pretty shiplap pattern on the rest of the napkin. Then there are 2 of these napkins. These are so sweet with all these little springtime bunnies on here, and these are completely covered. So there are 2 of these. And then this is something I had left over in my stash. I love these strung carrots. There's only one of these. I didn't have very many of these, but the napkin is covered, and those are just so sweet. Then there are 2 of these napkins covered in the butterflies and the florals, and again with that white background, it just makes it so nice to play around with the detail of being able to get those out. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun when it's actually a white background. I always appreciate that for decoupaging. There are 3 of these. This is the main napkin that will be in the collection. Tomorrow you'll see this pop up, but I just thought this was so sweet. How cute are those little bunny feet and those ears, and then the Easter eggs. So let's see, I have not taken the time to look at this. Okay, so there are 6, yes, 6 of these little bunny images per napkin. And then last but not least are these 2 napkins with the plaid on the side, and then this really sweet little bunny by the flowers and the dandelions. And there are 4 of these per napkin. So let's see, how many was that? Okay, there are 16 different napkins or tissues in this set. And I think I have 5 of these to put in the shop tomorrow. All right, so now getting into the ephemera packs, I will start with the 15 piece. So for anyone who might be new to my channel, the main collection that I come out with every 4 to 6 weeks contains a kit portion of some junk journaling ephemera, and then the traveler's notebook journal that is blank inside, and I just decorate the cover and everything is themed together. And then the items that I'm sharing today are just other items that are available in my shop. They also go along with the theme of the collection. So these are just items that work really well for someone who might just be getting started in junk journaling and they enjoy building their stash, or you just like the products. I have a lot of people that create their own journals, but they also enjoy the variety of some of these ephemera packs. So just to give you guys an idea, so this is a 15-piece springtime themed ephemera pack, along with a few other things that just work well for junk journaling. So getting into it, here's just an old Rolodex card that has lines on it. There is one green tag with a string. This one's a little larger than most of these little price tags. I think they are 2 by 2.5 inches. There were some cut aparts that I used in the collection, and I had some left over. So they're all different in these ephemera packs. This one just happens to be this floral pattern. There is one vintage playing card, and I just think this little image is the sweetest. I just love everything about this, including the colors. There is a hand-stamped manila tag that has this little Easter bunny down here in the corner, and then Hello Spring. One of those little seed packets, and they do have a little sticker strip here on the back. One napkin for decoupage with these sweet little bunnies. There is a vintage recipe card with some fruit here in the bottom. The fruit might be different in a few of the other kits, but these are back from the 70s and 80s. And I just think they're so much fun. And of course, when I think of spring and Easter, I think of delicious family meals. So recipe cards are great for that. There is a postcard out of a postcard set. So just to give you guys an idea, I picked this box of postcards up on Amazon. I'll link them down below for anyone who might be interested. It comes with this sweet little box, and then there are 100 postcards in them. They are all Beatrix Potter artwork, and none of them are the same. There is not one repeat postcard in this set. So when I show you one, there's literally only one. But the one thing I do promise you about these are they are super pretty. All of them are adorable. It's made with really heavy cardstock, and then the back looks the same on all of them. So there is this little address label section, and then they all say the world of Peter Rabbit on it. And then it does have a little description of whatever image is on the front of these postcards. So this one is some of her just black and white drawings with some of the script here in the background. There is a note card and envelope here in this set of this really pretty flower meadow with the butterfly imagery. One glassine envelope. One of the little paper sacks that comes in the kit itself, and there are a few washi stickers in here. These are an example of some of the stickers. They're actually not washi stickers, they're a plastic, and they have this gold foiling on it. Also, these will be in the kit tomorrow. So they're all different. There's a few of those tucked away in here to keep them safe. There is one vintage flashcard. These are some oldies, and I love that green print on there. Then there's some book pages. So this is a book from the Velveteen Rabbit, and I love having book pages that are pretty specific. I just think it's fun when I'm making collage tags or collaging in my journal pages. There is a book page from a Treasury of Peter Rabbit, again from that Beatrix Potter storybook. So there's some sweet images here. And then parts of the story, again, fantastic for collage or making tags. There is a piece of this letterhead with the shiplap type washed out wood in the background with these really pretty purple lilacs. And then there is a wallpaper sample, and it's all different from this roll of wallpaper that I had. This one just happens to have a lot of gorgeous roses on it, but I love the yellow background with the green leaves. That feels very springy to me. So that is everything in the 15-piece ephemera pack. And then getting into the 30-piece ephemera pack, let's start with the very top. So this is an adorable playing card made for kids at Easter time, but it has this cutout bunny shape, and how cute is he? I love that. There's also this old playing card that says spring. It's a Norman Rockwell print of these sweet little kids here. And here there are two of those cut aparts. Here's another one of that same image. And then this one says just here for the bunny. And they do have this really cute print on the back of them. There are two brown price tags. Here are two of those Peter Rabbit postcards. So this one is a cover of one of her stories. And again, you can see the back is very much the same. And then here's an image from another one of her little stories. Here is another one of those vintage recipe cards. One vintage index file. One of those lined Rolodex cards. And then a few tags here. Here is a coat check tag. One inventory tag. One layaway tag. Here is another hand-stamped tag with a sweet little flower image down in the corner, and then at the top it says spring showers bring Mayflowers. One library card and sticky pocket. Two of those seed packets. One of these smaller green paper bags from the collection, and a few more of those flower stickers. One vintage Betty Crocker recipe card. One pink claim check. There's a couple of those decoupaging napkins. This one with the double printed bunny images that I love so much. And then one with these strung carrots. This month I decided to use these Trifold time cards again. I'm super excited. I haven't played with these for a while. So I included it in the main collection, and there's also an extra in this 30-piece ephemera pack. And just so you guys know, there is some of them just in the shop in general. I think there's a pack of 10 that are listed in the shop. So these are going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to play around with those again. There is this invitation type card in this kit. So it's a trifold, pink in the center, and then it has this pink floral image on the top and the bottom. This is something that could be cut apart and made into tags. You could make a little booklet out of it. That would be really sweet too. And then there is a matching envelope for it. There is one tea-stained paper bag in here. This is a larger bag. Let's see. Something else I haven't measured in a while. I think it's 6 by 9. Just under 6 and almost 10, just under 10. And then some of the book pages. Here's a vintage recipe book page. I love the colors of this paper. A lot of fun for tags and collaging. A strip of 5 white tickets. A book page from that Velveteen Rabbit children's storybook. And then here's the letterhead that's in this ephemera pack. This is also in the main collection. It just has these really pretty wildflowers on it. Another storybook page from Peter Rabbit. And then there's a wallpaper sample in this ephemera pack as well, with these sweet little springtime flowers on there. So that is everything in the 30-piece ephemera pack. So these items that I shared with you today, anyone who is new, they will be listed on my website tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. I like to share it ahead of time just to give everybody an idea if this is a collection that they're interested in. Tomorrow morning, sometime before noon, so that I can give everybody a chance to see the video, I will share items from the main collection and do a little flip through of the journal and explain that to everybody in a little more detail tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that if it's something you're interested in. If you are not subscribed to my channel or you haven't hit the little bell notification on the bottom of my videos, be sure to do that. If you just need a little reminder when that video posts tomorrow, YouTube will send you a little notification. The links to everything will be in the description box down below. My website link is always there. Again, this is on my personal website. It isn't going to be on Etsy. There is a link to Etsy, but this will be on the website. So check that out if it's something you're interested. I have a handful of collections left from the Be Kind collection and also the New Beginnings collection. Those will be on sale in my shop tomorrow if that's something you're interested in. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.